It's Reggae Month. And we got an artist in the building that's been doing it major for a long time. Still doing it major. It is what it is. That's how we do what we do. All right? Again, take a minute. Tell your friends. Tell their friends to hit us up right here. Remember, hit me up on social media. I'll let you know who's going to be in the building, when they're going to be here. It is at MyGCole, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Subscribe to the Homegrown with G. Cole YouTube channel. Got you covered over there too. And of course, if you haven't yet subscribed to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole is available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you listen to podcasts. We're there. We listen to some great music. We talk to some great people. It's always a vibe. Always a vibe. When I say it's always a vibe, I'm telling you, it is always a vibe. All right, special guest inside of the building, ladies and gentlemen. And we got some stuff we got to talk about. But no son never come to me. You know what I'm saying? So, it's all good. I have to go like 3 minutes before they start saying, all right, gee, that's enough. God damn. All right, but you're wanting, ladies and gentlemen. You've heard me jumping off the walls with some tunes, with some energy. And I feel like it's only fitting for me to jump off like this because the energy is just prehensile, man. It's contagious. You know, we all like it. It's 2025 and we're alive and we have a lot to be grateful for. You know what I mean? We have a lot to be grateful for. So, I don't take this thing for granted. We appreciate everybody. We show love to everybody. And we ask everybody to do the same. Large up Jen. Large up Ed. Large up Joanna. Large up Kids and Wagwan fam. Again, everybody, man. Jackie, share the link. Share the link. Share the link. Share the link. All right? But before I get into the reason right about now, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. Why don't we talk any further? Ladies and gentlemen, it's 2025. I'm alive.
We're alive.
I'm alive. I'm alive. Easy. Ladies and gentlemen, big tune. Big tune. If it was an artist when I'm full of hits, somebody that said, "Yeah, I know Vegas find it."
Still say it, man.
Wait, I still say it to you, man.
Yeah, man.
My brother, welcome.
Give thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vegas is in the building, fresh off 3 continents in that 24 hours.
Ja.
You're rough, not true?
Yeah, man. Long flights and I see my bed one time in about, 2 weeks now, or a week and a half.
Ja.
Yeah.
Just because me know enough artists up there try buzz and can't buzz, me not really sorry for you, man. Thank God.
Well, so
I know them not sorry for you.
if you know the Lord is keeping you, what are you worried about?
Well, we see a posting thing. I say I'm in the snow right now. Turkey.
Yeah, in Turkey.
And then you go England. And then touchdown.
Orlando. Did Stitch It charity concert.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Came in yesterday morning to Florida to come do your interview.
Yes, sir.
Then we're heading out in a few.
Yes, sir.
Heading on the Carnival cruise circuit. So we're going to do the Carnival circuit.
How long's that cruise?
Well, I'm going to be out there for like 10 days.
Ja.
Yeah, man. Like 10 days, and we're doing it on the ship. We're doing it in Tobago.
Yeah.
So like some different stops.
Right.
So I'm heading to Puerto Rico. And we leave Puerto Rico. Head to Trinidad. On the ship. Yeah, man. So.
But that provides some luxuries to you, because what happens is it's like you're performing in different places.
Right.
But you ain't got to pack that suitcase up.
That's the good part.
That's the only good part.
I know what I like about this. Like, worse now the plane, them come like, me don't know what's going on with them. I don't know what's happening with the planes, man. It's like.
But you know, this cheap plane now drop, right? Spirit now dropping up.
Wow.
And the local.
I know a lot of people who are fearful of flying,
Yeah.
Like I know one person who me and I are really close, and she don't like flying.
At all?
Yeah, at all. Like she get a panic attack.
Wow.
For flying.
Wow.
And I have my fears about flying too.
Right.
But what is to be, what is going to be, But I feel like I want to take some ship to go to some show. So when the promoter them call me, they say, yeah man, book Caribbean cruise.
Yeah.
In from Montego Bay to Miami. It take like 2 days, 3 days to reach.
And guess what? It's becoming so popular because when we think about the One Harmony cruise,
right?
We think about the Jammer cruise.
Yes,
I remember years ago when I was working in the cruise industry, down in a Carnival.
Right.
Carnival, 11 years.
Right.
And we'd be booking them cruises, but it was all R&B stuff.
Right.
R&B cruises, them Tom Joyner cruises, and one thing they're going. And I think it is so fitting that we draw that in the reggae industry right about now.
And it serves its purpose. Is you see the older folks, the more mature audience, like our age group and up, a little bit younger than us.
Right.
They really enjoy these things, these getaways.
Yeah.
And I think it was a good thing that Junior Gang and Jabba, did.
Yeah.
To give people a getaway, even the Carnival cruise.
Because an experience.
A lot of people are on these cruises.
Yeah.
Where them really enjoy themselves. Like I performed on the Jammer cruise a few months ago, and the ladies, like, them say, you know, I free them from their menopause. Yeah, they actually say, you're unmenopause this.
Men stop.
Yeah,
but
men stop. Men stop. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, I Vegas is out of me. The thing where I dig with that situation there is oftentimes when you go to an event, right? That's why I think this weekend's event was special too.
Right.
The artists, the people love artists though, but the fans love Mr. Vegas and love the other artists them. But truth be told, they never get the opportunity probably to come up and chill with the artists and say what's up and whatever. And I mean, because you get off of the stage and you're gone.
Right.
Right. So, but in this respect now, them probably gonna see a little later on.
Yeah, man, that is the thing with the cruise them. Like you rub shoulders with everybody at breakfast. Yeah. Like I have special place where I must go eat, you know, on the cruise them, you know. But I don't go. I've never gone to these special places.
Yeah.
You know, maybe a one night when I feel like eat something different. Yeah, I might go there. Yeah. But my like to sit down with the folks, the man. You would just you know, sometimes they want a picture of them thing there. Yeah. You know, so I have to get up and go take the picture of them. In the middle of a consummation. Yellow. Yeah.
Mid-bite. Can I take a picture, sir?
Right. So, but it feels good.
Yeah.
Authentic. You know, natural.
Yeah.
When me and them sit down and gel and then you know then we perform for them another night.
Yeah. That's something that not get otherwise, you know.
And you can see how them appreciate it.
Yeah, they do.
You know people that say, yo, me don't want the body, like, me know some artists are afraid man people see them before them perform. I think it's the other way around. I think afraid.
You are afraid after?
No, me think artists are like paranoid. Like, I believe, I saw me up on the internet so much.
Yeah.
I so believe in my songs. Like, I remember Prince, before he died. He used to go to California and just perform like just on some corners.
As a random.
And some bands rocking out and him just go and take the guitar.
Wow.
That's how Prince used to be, you know.
Yeah. And this is the height of him stardom.
Yeah, man. Prince has never have a low in his stardom. At a low in his stardom.
I mean, that is true.
Or his
that is true.
Artistry.
Yeah, that is true.
Prince is Prince, bro.
Yeah.
I let him change and make it to a signal.
The views of G. Cole does not represent those of homegrown G. Cole.
Right.
Yeah, my bad.
So, Prince was like that.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Him just, you know who is like that too? Beanie Man.
You're Reggie.
Yeah. Doubles King.
Hello, this is Beanie Man people, I'm come here in Vegas. They come from more there, you know.
No, Beanie I'm a general.
So.
Beanie I'm a general. But he's like that too.
Yeah.
And I totally believe.
He's a people person.
Yeah, man. I totally believe, say, yo. You know, like, we do music. Them say we're a celebrity. We have money more than some people. But I totally believe in my ability to perform and transition from me and you just a sit down there, so.
To stage time.
To stage time.
Right.
When I dress up.
Right.
And I'm gonna let you dance and sing.
Right.
I feel like may have a better connection.
Because of the gel before.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Yeah, you understand me? I say, more people, me no want
steer. Ice is already broken.
Yeah, but me no want steer. Me no want me the element of surprise.
Yeah.
I don't want to be like, oh, who is that coming out?
Yeah.
Can I get a picture of him and a security goes, so boom and push you and you fly 10 feet. Like when Spice security then push me at Cardi B show.
Jesus.
Spice security push me and the big thick man. Give me one push. Yeah, me nearly fly over the rail. Ooh. And I say, brother, I say it's a little birthday party where you push me so and be a celebrity there.
That's when it makes sense, right? Everybody is a celebrity.
Yeah, the man push me. I say, yo.
No. Nobody catch your footage. Come, I
no,
don't want to see you get hurt, so but I don't want to see it.
No, if me did fight back.
Yeah.
You don't get the footage. Because then beat me up.
And somebody that catch that.
Some big thick man.
I get posted on Beanie Man page.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Vegas. Let me ask you this. You mentioned the people person scenario and some artists are artists. Are you, in general, you consider yourself a people person? Yeah?
All the time.
Let's vibe and talk with people. I won't.
All the time.
Yeah.
All the time. Stop and reason with people, especially when I used to go to church.
How long ago was that?
Like pandemic. Like when I was a Christian, like
Yeah.
going to church, like
Yeah.
up in my church. I used to just stop and reason with people. And when I turned back, it was more reasoning. Like, and when people stop me and I say, you know, I want you to give your life to Jesus. And me always, it has to be a conversation.
Yeah.
Because, I like, we just love people.
And you love the arms house. And the reasoning. And so hold on. Here's your come here something on stage tonight and you say you never turn back still. I ain't say a while ago say you turn back. You turn back, you still Christian?
No, when I say me never turn back, it's like the argument of turning back from I turn back from I educated myself on religion. So maybe that is what people call turn back.
Okay.
But
So
when
you
it
never
comes
start
out,
believing, you just
no, I don't believe anymore.
stepped away from the organized religion and the whole
Organized religion, because I know them use it. Them use it to exploit people,
yeah.
indoctrinate people,
My mother-in-law
colonize
today.
people. So I know that.
Every word I use now, my mother-in-law got it today.
So what me do is me accept my God concept and individualize it. Yeah? So when we speak of God, you can create my God for me. You understand? No man cannot create my God for me. Me create my own idea of God.
So before you got into church and you became a Christian, right? Because what I think is great is you're speaking from an educated perspective right now, right?
Right.
Not just from formal and education, but from the church. You educated yourself on that too.
Right.
So before that, when you just got saved and went into the church, is it that you're just a wandering soul that searched for something? Or did somebody mislead you? Was it misrepresented? How did you end up there?
Many of us, especially descendants of slaves, we were told that there is a man in the sky watching everything that we do. And I believe that.
Believed or believed?
I believed that.
Okay.
Believed that there was somebody watching me singing Broke It Down. So I was like, one day I have to stop singing Broke It Down. I believe that someone was watching me singing Hot Walk. And I believe that at some point I have to stop singing Hot Walk.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
And I believe say somebody watch me have intercourse.
Right.
Yeah? So may have to get married at some point.
So it was taking over everything.
So those type of beliefs kind of have you in a frame of mind where you're basically controlled.
Now that was your innate belief, or were you now interacting with, pastors and whatever, and they are convincing you of this?
No. That is something with that indoctrination from early childhood.
So what about creating the song then?
Creating the songs them like the gospel songs them?
No,
the
same
Broke It Down song them?
The Broke It Down song
You
them.
know, see I do it, but like, it's not like you say I do something wrong, but you still do it. Because your plan say, yo, at some point, I'm going to stop do it.
So
but
you
know, so this
were
is...
conscious, you were conscious of
Yeah.
Man.
Like I know a female artist, whom I love to death, and she's a Christian. She used to come off the stage and cry.
She told me that.
Oh, she told you, right?
Yeah,
I didn't want to call it out because I thought it was with me alone. No.
No, she told me
She used to come off of the stage and cry because she was ashamed of what she was performing.
Yeah.
Yeah?
That battle was going on from long
That
time.
battle. A lot of us, maybe Junior Tucker, that's why I became a Christian. Maybe Lieutenant Stitcher, that's why I became a Christian.
Son.
Maybe Papa Son, that's why because they thought they were doing something wrong.
Yeah.
You understand what I say?
Yeah.
But if I were to sing Papa Son songs then, now that I'm more educated, me that say your Papa Son was not singing anything wrong.
Especially compared to what I sing now.
No, if you listen to Papa Son lyrics over the years, I cannot find one Papa San lyrics that was like degrading women, that was like lewd, and one of them things that I say, like a man like Papa San, my name is Daddy Sansi, I'm only 24. I'm like, wish God I go send me go hell for sing that.
But the indoctrination that you speak of, what it teaches you And that's why people have a conflict with gospel music too. Them almost teach us that every song, if it's not saying Jesus,
it's secular. It is secular.
Mm-hmm.
And that was where I believed at one point. But after going to church, I realized that, yo, I don't think no God have time for you to watch me and sing them song, yeah. It was picking them in Africa dead for hungry, you know. why would God be like,
it's not for you right
yeah,
now.
I say, yo, it leave to my own conscience.
Right.
And once my conscience free,
Right.
me just sing.
Right.
Because me see my song now as it just entertain people and people having a good time. So me I say, and babies are born from hot work.
It's not exactly where I thought you were going with that, but
Procreation. So me actually contribute to.
so technically speaking, you are doing the Lord's work.
Yeah, because me I contribute to the low birth rate. You see? And because we stop making these songs, and the artists, the R&B and the soul songs, them get old, people stop making babies.
True, which is a problem, right?
Which is a problem.
In Jamaica too.
In Jamaica too.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah? So this in 200 years, what's going to happen?
Yeah.
So I think the Chinese them even make more babies than we. When I see more Chinese women pregnant in Jamaica than our sisters.
But who them pregnant for?
That's a problem. Anytime the Chinese they start get jacket a problem. Then the Chinese they get a problem. That not my child.
Stop it.
Not my baby.
Father, I don't be. 2025.
Yeah.
We're still alive.
Yeah.
When that song that dropped, I felt like it was a necessary song. You ever said something? You have some songs that have vibes, you have some songs that are necessary.
Right.
And I've always felt that song was a necessary song. I think we needed that song. We needed to hear that song. Because when it comes to 2025 and we're alive, I think people don't celebrate life as much as they should. You know?
Facts.
If somebody dead tomorrow, you hear about it. But when I talk about the baby that was born, when I talk about the life creation, you spoke a while ago, say broke it down and contribute to a bunch of things, right? But at the same time, we celebrate the death part of it. So when you came up with that song, the 2025, and I'm still alive, I thought it was very necessary.
Yep.
I love the energy. And then I got the opportunity a couple nights ago to see the interaction with you and the folks. So it's like you're the vessel for real. We always hear artists use them terminology. I'm a vessel, right? But it seems you are the vessel for real because I feel like they also needed to hear that.
Yep. And it has such a strong message. It's like I am blessed. It's a modernized I am blessed.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
It's like a refreshed I am blessed. It's like I am blessed is such a good part one. Where now is the part two.
This is the sequel.
Sequel, brother.
Man.
And the sequel is just like Bad Boys. You know what's the first Bad Boys and the next one Bad 2.
Mad.
So it's a sequel and we hope that 2026 we can even give you know
another one.
Part 3.
Cool, man.
You understand what I say?
Cool, man.
So it has flavors from different part of Mr. Vega's career.
Right.
It has the head's eye, bam bam elements. It has the I am blessed elements. It has festival elements. It has Cylindian, I'm alive, like it's like a lot of inspiration going to it.
Right.
Like so much inspiration.
Right.
You see what I say? It have Sherwin Winchester. 2005, we come in. It was just
impactful. A whole bunch of different influences.
I just wanted to create something like that.
Right.
I think I'm gonna do that.
So when you were creating 2025, as an artist, sometimes we calculate already, right?
Right.
I gotta go do this, or you just wake up one day with that vibe, that energy based on whatever you saw going around. What was the catalyst for that? Is it that we need a tune right about now if it done them, or you just wake up feeling inspired to do this song?
I always want a tune for artists who have ego, full of ego. I know somebody I say, yo, and you can't find the next hit tune. And you find so much already. You want it's not that you really need it, because you already build a catalog.
Right.
Yeah?
Right.
And some artists not even lucky to get one.
Yeah.
I may have like so much staple songs. Like, but you just say, yo, I just want to find one more upon the dirty mind, them I say. I just want to find one more upon the wicked, them I say. And sometimes I believe that just because your mindset it becomes so elusive that you say, yo, that's right now come start. It just become like invasive speeches like I say, yo. Yo, sometimes I find time I say, see it, you know, dirty bung. And it just turn back and I say, Jaja Star, one of the energy of the universe, I say, yo, you don't need it.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you think you need it, you know.
And you don't.
And you don't need it, you know.
Because if you never had it, you still had enough in that catalog.
But that song that gonna make you all go take a wrong flight. Yeah, that's what I say. Sometimes we are try push the boundaries of life and our destiny. Yeah. Sometimes you just not have that, you know. Sometimes you just not get a car there, you know. Yeah. Because a junkie man need to go drive and just run off on the road, you know, bro.
For real.
Sometimes we question destiny now, we question some things that we see not happening.
Yeah.
And we don't know, say, yo, it's a purpose, it's a reason.
You can't say anything, you have a bag of it.
You understand? maybe you know if you find that big song there. You see me, I say, maybe just...
Some people can't handle it.
I remember, right? Aliyah, when I had Heads Eye, national tune. Power 96, New York, Boston, #1. All over the East Coast and some West Coast territories and the mid sections of their country, the US. And I met Aliyah here in Miami. Leslie Fatima, who shoot the Heads Eye video, took me to meet Aliyah. And then I'm young and good looking. See?
Had a shot.
And you know, me have a little scar on my face, so
yeah,
me look like a bad boy, rude
cool,
boy.
Man. I'm more than like that's what they like.
Good. So they took me and I met Aliyah. And when I met her, brother, she was just so all over me, bro.
Yeah?
Yo, I me just feel, like, me feel, one time I feel like intimidated, brethren, starstruck and everything. The customer say, yeah, Aliyah, that thing, be.
Yeah.
Zane. And she was like, yo, Heads Eye is my favorite song. And she wanted me to remix, rock the boat, talk the boat.
Right. With Heads Eye?
No, she wanted me to remix the song. So she linked the producer them in New York. Studio time I book everything, big thing. She shoot the video for Rock the Boat. I wanted me to do the remix. She go do a massage and say, you wanna come? I'm say,
you know you're out to me.
They said, no, I'm good, man. Zane?
Yeah.
They were going to a place named, I think, Abaco in the Bahamas.
Yeah.
Fatima the one to shoot Heads Eye video, so we have Fatima good. So she want to come
to the Bahamas with them.
You know, at the par she want, you know, the yard par. You know,
right.
See? Because the man when she link with a New York, you know, some of the man them are a yard man too. Yeah. So she go meet this new star, you know, from Jamaica, this yard man.
Yeah.
So if you said me to take the opportunity, if me go do the massage, we don't get closer. I mean that maybe upon our plane, brother. You see, in the night, we just get the message say, yo, Aliyah playing down, brother.
Yeah. I feel you.
You see me there, bro? Yeah. Sometimes we hope for some things and we say, yo, we need some things, bro. But you will go and know. There may be like something out there greater than we don't really know what it is. Or we just label it. A direct part, you see what I say?
Brother, you said that right now, it's really revealing because you're so true. Like you said, some things we think we need, we think we have to have. And the best thing for us is to not have it. But like you said,
sometimes the manifestation enough to happen, brother. You see what I say? It's just like you're around some wicked people, you know.
Yeah.
And you pray for something, you know. And it not forward, you know. And as them left, you get your blessing. It just came the right time.
So that's what I say. What the song say?
Crosses, go. Losses, go. Losses, everything we lose, just make that go on. Worse, me go lose some money in the stock market. Me just forget about that stress me out. I say losses, go. You see what I say?
Yeah, sometimes it's therapeutic to let go. It's therapeutic to let go of things.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, like I say, because no matter how much money you have, nobody wants to lose money.
Alright. Even our relationships and them things, brother. That's why that song here is so powerful. Because when I perform, I can say, yo, we know see I go through a breakup, you know. Let go that be.
Let go that one there.
Bad breakup. Go.
Yeah.
You see me I say?
Yep.
A man like me will get bun. Bun, go. You see me I say, bro? Yeah. Come on, say I want a powerful slang, you know. Go, you know. You know the man say move. It
Yeah.
came in. When the man said, yo, go in the man.
A different something.
Worse if I like rough vice, man. You feel it. You feel every electric car in that body running. Yeah, man.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, it is Mr. Vegas. Let me do this now. Willie, walk on, Willie, I got Peter G, walk on, Sparky, Jajo, DJ Dean, Jano, Tony Carr, Jano. Reggae month.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes on artists like yourself, I always feel like so many people I spend their entire career, not just upcoming artists and new people, but artists with about as long as you, trying to find what you have found.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody think that there's a formula that either eludes them, that they know, but even though it not work, there's a gatekeeper that just happen to love Mr. Vegas and don't love them. But whatever the case may be, they're searching for what you have found.
Right.
Right now, we're creating a label.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Mr. Vegas as the head, right? Talent, A&R, the whole nine. What are you looking for in 2025 if you are going to invest some time, some effort, some energy in our artists?
Dedication. Yeah. I want to see if how much you love music. You see, that's the first thing I look for. If you really love music. I remember meeting this yeah. But it's my history, so you know it maybe come off a little bit still.
Yeah.
But I remember meeting what's her name? Gaza Slim. Vanessa Bling.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she lived beside my mother, close to my mother. And them say, yo, this girl that can sing. Yeah. As a matter of fact, I met her around Twin of Twins.
Right.
She did a song with them.
Right.
It's them first do a song with her, you know. When we know, you know.
Come out on the
Yeah,
the
shoot
tapes.
that video and them thing there, you know. With her, you know.
Right.
Yeah. So I met her there, and then somebody told me about her, like, you know, she reached out to, and my mother told me about her and my little brother.
Yeah.
So she came and she met me, come at my house and everything, you know, she and her friend and everything, come at my house and everything.
Yeah.
Right, so I saw her as a little child, you know, 17-year-old.
Try to do our thing.
Yeah. But me did interested in her music.
Right.
So I wanted to see how much she wanted the music. So I take her to the studio. I had a song that I wrote and she was there, but every minute I see the phone ring. And the phone ring.
Right.
I'm going to stop the session and say, and the music you want. Just as harsh as that. So to answer to your question, like I am that.
Yeah.
Because me know say the first time Jeremy Hardin record me for sing Nike here.
Yeah.
I'm not even talking about the time then before that.
Right.
Just the fact say I had wires in my mouth. And as the doctor goes a click, they weren't even supposed to be taken out. I took them up before time.
Right.
So I have to go back years after I go get braces.
Right.
See?
Right.
I mean, used to have a click. You know, like you can hear the click. As the doctor cut out the thing them so, me never even think about food.
Studio.
Up at Jeremy Hardin house, me reach, take a taxi from downtown.
Yeah.
Reach Jeremy Hardin studio. Jeremy, me ready, you know.
Cool, man.
I was the last one recorded on Zim I read him, Playground read him.
Right.
I went into the studio, and I want to see on in the air. You never get a slam me for you. This one me said the air.
Yeah.
I forgot my mouth a little bit, the pain slam me so.
Yeah. Damn.
See him, bro?
Damn.
I'm still got through with it.
Yeah.
Why?
I love you.
Me love music and one bus, bro.
Wow.
See him?
Wow, yeah.
So when me see the sister now, as we record, boom, on her, me just stop the session and say, and the music you want to do?
What was her
Boom.
response?
She was, but me already made up, me already saw me want to see.
Yeah.
You see me I say, bro?
Yeah.
And me drop her off, what she say must drop her off. And they reached out to me a few times and, you know, yeah man, she ready now and ready. Me I say, but then
First impression
the right
was-
person picked her up, Kartel, very talented, can write maybe better than me, with them type of songs that she need. And it worked out for her. But me think that even that maybe taught her something, you know.
Yeah. She probably learned.
Maybe she now
from
come
that.
tell the world, you know.
So
Because
because she now take the phone call now because she learned from Vegas.
So now you know, say, yo, if you understand, Me did do that already, and a man take me out of the studio.
Yeah.
That I go register with me if I go up on it. But so I always look for people where, if you tell me say you start a label, you want to know if you really love music. You see me I say?
So that is still important, because honestly, when we talk to people, sometimes I get the impression that they don't see the importance in all of that. In other words, they don't value the intangibles as much as you do.
Yeah, man.
Them value the talent,
Yeah, man.
what the voice sound like, the performance, your social media presence, and all that. But little things like you say, the discipline, the drive, the love for the music, those intangible things, I feel like them back burner those things these days.
Yeah, man. And you know what? I think I'm coming from that school of great producers, artists, songwriters, the no-nonsense people them.
Yeah.
I think I come from that school then.
Yeah,
That's why me last so long, you know.
Yeah.
I when I set the most roadblock for me are obstacles in the dancehall music. Me jump over them and still I find hit songs, you know.
Yeah,
When them blacklist me for the rhythm them, me still I find other rhythms from some little young producer when me go vice for. When the big rhythm them like Duali, when me third voice from Duali and them don't put up my song, me never make that stop me.
Right.
Me go buy a cut of the rhythm from Scatter Cool the Dance, and it's me take Cool the Dance rhythm go radio, make Scatter rich.
Wow.
It's my song Nina Sky them heard and vibe move your body boy.
Yeah.
The producer, Cypher Sound, I think it's Cypher Sound him name.
Yeah.
When we sent pull up to him and Cool the Dance rhythm, he said didn't like the rhythm. We were surprised when he recorded Nina Sky on the rhythm. Some Puerto Rican girls.
Yeah.
The man said not like the rhythm.
Right. But I'm still.
We had to remix. I mix it and then we remix that on the rhythm to have two songs playing on the rhythm to present it to radio DJs. Scatter don't even know them thing there. And we remix that song upon the rhythm.
Yeah.
Cause I show the DJ them say I will start playing them in the club, so the whole club starts say pull up.
Right.
And then I mix my milkshake and I saw the rhythm start get hot. We are walk like you see me in the snow down at Turkey.
Yeah.
That's how we used to walk in snow and produce Cool the Dance rhythm. It's we make Scatter rich.
Wow.
Me and a youth named Ty C, the youth who do the road work.
And do you think is he aware of all this?
Of course him know. But when the point is, me never make too many record and do all the rhythm stop me. I go and when them say Scatter say the rhythm lock. I found Cecile. I say Cecile, me need a rhythm, you know. I say, tell Scatter me pay him for a cut of it.
Right.
And I bought a cut of the rhythm from Scatter.
Wow.
Come to Florida, go to Orlando, run a Vader Nobles them that used to work with Larry Neal. Found Wayne Anthony, him and Zeke used to DJ for me. Then bring Wayne Anthony around me. The vibe is right, and the ladies getting wild. Me hear him voice, and I say, yo, that you that can sing it?
Yeah.
And I say, go into the studio.
Yeah.
Just sing. And him and Zeke wrote the hook. You see what I say, bro?
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
so as some me learn it. Me learn it that way they like, yo, the discipline, the drive. That's something that with Bob Marley, but the man who found Bob Marley and Peter touched them, have them singing at the graveyard.
Yeah.
He said, if you're not afraid to sing for duppy, you're not afraid to sing for people. More carry some of them boy at a graveyard go sing before and DJ before they go up and record, brother.
Jono.
Because you go up on stage, brethren, and you run out of breath, bro.
Yeah.
But we can't show them tough love there because they must have a bad mind now.
Yeah.
We can't show them that.
Yeah.
Me can't show them little lazy producer that says, stop taking reading them off of the internet when I buy for some little money off of YouTube. And then I record the artist and I put on the name side of it. Learn to play, I have to produce, learn to build rhythm. Or I get real musician to build the rhythm. Because when I take them little hip hop rhythms off of the internet when I buy, and put the artist them pan and put your name side of it and say, boy, you're a producer, virgin. You're not a producer, you buy a rhythm, bro.
Damn.
You come get out of my sound exchange money. But Shaggy now go invite me come my conference to speak to say these things.
But why? And that's the reason why I want to have the conversation, because why is it that you think they don't want to have these conversations?
Because the whole of them have something hiding. And me too outspoken. I may say something where I go rub people, rub them the wrong way.
So they need to censor and filter you.
And them can't filter me and censor me because I'm done sing Edzai, I'm done sing Broke It Down, I'm done sing Atwork, I'm done sing I Am Blessed, and they can't stop me from getting shows.
Right.
And they can't make me take me back in land when I buy.
Right.
And the two little places when I build up, they can't take it back. So me can't be filtered.
Right. So right now, you, for lack of a better word, you're not hungry enough to be filtered and censored. Is what it is.
Me not hungry none at all.
Right.
None at all.
So you're
When
a,
it comes
you're a
out to-
liability as far as that part.
Because I've gotten more than women did even pray for. Everything when me have a bonus, brother, I pray for you have one hit song, bro.
Yeah.
Sometimes me people say, oh yeah. Go find it song, I say, yeah. If ever know say I want me did pray for, brother. Everything is a bonus.
Which song was your first hit song?
Heads High. The first one is Nike here, but Heads High are the national tune.
Right. But Nike here put you, I guess you'd say, especially on the Jamaican space.
You get the attention of the people then.
And then Heads High was
Heads High,
global.
seal it.
Mad.
Nike alone couldn't make me into Mr. Vegas.
Right.
If I did just sing Nike alone, Unda say, yeah, you know, look up artists one time it sing a song named Nike here.
Yeah,
But you know,
yeah.
but you not talk about me like you talk about me now musically.
Right.
Is it?
Right. Heads High. So after Heads High, that's when the world pretty much opened up to you.
Mm-hmm.
And the world started trying to seek out this artist, Mr. Vegas.
Mm-hmm.
So we're talking about, again, what it takes to make it out there. Hits. Some people say, boy, it's organic, you know, sound is bad.
Right.
But especially in this day and age, I don't think that's enough. There's a lot of mechanics and machinery behind it. I want to say that, you know what I mean, just throwing a bag of money at it, because I can give an artist $1 million right now, and I'm going to deplete the $1 million and the song still not going to go nowhere, right? In your opinion, again, you still run the label, you know, I'm just the guy behind that. What is it, you find out with the discipline? What's next?
Are you gonna make songs that gonna last 2 weeks, 3 weeks?
Right.
Are you trying to be a artist for the future, a lifetime artist? So if you just want a quick bus, you just want to sing something, so you're gonna ram something on a girl throat and make it come through her nose and come through her ears. I don't know how much time you can spend on that and resources. But the message say, yo, you have the talent and you can reach to the next level, like be a household name, and you can have a long career. Well, me I go spend more money from the label, from the purse, on your career. Can me look on the development process. How we can develop the product here into greater than just being. If it's a quick bus, you look. It's a quick bus, you look. You can eat a quick food too, because I know exactly, you know, who to deal with that. So I go direct it to the producers them, or the people.
The quick food
because
producer.
there's a market for you. There's a niche market for you, but it's a quick food.
Right. And you know that upfront straight right away.
Right. Yep.
I love that. And I ask what I ask because a lot of the artists are paying attention, a lot of the upcomers are paying attention. So it sounds to me pretty much, even based on what you just said a while ago, it's almost like a slide right back around to the discipline.
Yeah, man. And me just want I like good talent. Like if I can sing, me will spend the time and work it. I remember working with the artist named Rene. Yeah, Renegade. We call him Renegade. See? And him just super talented. I saw him on a Magnum, the Magnum, some clash with the Kings and Queens of Jamaica. Bad artist, right? Unique style. And, you know, I started producing and I had the best musicians them. I had a singer named, I think her name is Sherita. She's like one of the best harmony singers, you know, bad singer.
Right.
And I had him, she had him in the studio, making sure that he must slow down and not pronounce.
Yeah.
It was that amount of effort to put in it and resources. Unfortunately, you know, him come a foreign and him never go back home. And, you know, I still have the album, you know, sit down. Yeah.
So you build this album and the artist decides to say, a foreigner do it.
Him cut.
Okay.
After a lot of resources.
Right.
But because I was so talented, I was willing to spend the time.
Right.
So just to answer
no
the
regrets.
question. Right. Yeah.
So but you're still sitting on the album.
Yeah. Hope same boss so I can get my coffee.
So if you boss you can release it then.
No, I can tell him say, yo, remember say some good song, I can take them song here and give me a thing.
Man. That's the business.
Right.
That's
But it's not something I can just go release. Cause me not go spend no more resources on it. So it makes them put it out.
Yeah. Because he might not even be at that place in his
And
life.
right now if him come to me and tell me say more of the song, let me give them two without any cost. Because me just have the man them not nothing. Right.
Man. Large up, Jacqueline. Large up, Delvis. What go on? we're talking again, it's reggae month, ladies and gentlemen, so we're chopping it up with those who, can't speak on it. So we're talking right now about artists, the music, the culture, and so forth. Right now, I feel like most of the people sometimes say, bus is one thing, You need to get the bus. Do what you gotta get the bus. And then afterwards, just try to work on the propulsion thereafter. Because you have some people with one hit song, and as a result, they still get to go on stage and just waste people's time. You know what I'm saying? And do it because you're sitting there waiting on that one hit song.
Right.
So let's talk about that one hit song. Because a lot of people come to me all the time, especially I think reggae artists and culture artists are the most delusional artists ever.
Right.
Them always feel say, well, there's a message in the song. The words are, it's saying something. So if it bust, we have artists tell me already say, yo, G, that song that we are talking about such and such, if it bust, I'm like, can't just bust so. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about talking to those people who feel like all it requires is the song, the components of the song coming together. Rhythm, lyrics,
melody,
artists.
yeah.
But then it still don't turn into a head's eye.
It don't bust.
It don't turn down Nike here. You know, turn down the song.
Because we have had those situations. Like I go into the studio, I record a tune. Like the Ism album, I think maybe time, because we're in a different era. If we'd had like less radio stations and not so much outlet, not so many outlets, then more people would have heard it.
Right.
But I produce songs in the studio and I say, yo, this must bust. And it just no work out.
Right.
It just no bust.
Right.
And then you hear a song like 2025 and everybody like it and I request it and it's still no bust yet.
Right.
That's
So,
the
but
reality about
2025
it.
right now is getting more traction as
Right.
itself than probably Ism got as a project.
As a whole project. Right? And Lovers Rock and Soul. If you listen to that album, you're like, wow. Yeah? So, we may work on something in the studio and some artists feel like him. Yeah, man, I hit this man. You know what? I produce artists already, them say them sing big song for me. I'm not do nothing with it. I gave it the same amount of promotion that I gave to Beanie Man. No girl can see them for me. Yeah, the same amount of promotion. At the workplace,
So,
keep it on.
wait. That's your song?
I me produce that.
I didn't know that.
It's me produce. She's a one of them song, And it's all, and me boss Alazid,
I didn't know
When
that.
me and me skunk, just and me boss Alazid.
I did not.
You're not gonna hear these things because I'm a bounty boss him.
So,
I'm a bounty produce them.
Okay.
But if I the killer, show them know them can artists know them can get props from it. Them say, yeah man, killer do this to me now, but Vegas do it.
So then answer that.
I'm not gonna do it. You understand? But I me produce them song there.
Right. I had no idea.
Yeah.
I had no idea.
Because me that ambitious from early up, me did want my own in the street label. Is me and more used to run in the street label. Me and the youth is to manage me early on.
Right.
So if you look on industry label, it's a Clifford Smith.
Mm.
So when a man take me rhythm and reggae, bang, bing, badang, bing, no my one. Whereas him never asked me to use a rhythm.
I want my things.
You see? This is my own. I mean, just wait for a major to pick it up. And before a major could pick it up, because it a sore, biggest song. Bang, bidding, bang, bidding, bang, bidding. I mean, I say, what a little song I go make me rich now. A producer, you take it. We come from jail, from prison, take it. And release it without any permission. And unfortunately, he was unalived.
Right.
And then the whole thing just, So to get back to the point, enough time we record songs and we have expectations, and a lot of artists have those type of expectations, and sometimes they blame producers and radio man and sound man. You know, I play my song story, but you play it in, but guess what? It just not boss.
Right.
And it could be very well be a good tune too. Like I know enough tune in a boss, and a good tune.
Yeah.
You come across them all the time?
Every day.
Every day.
Every
You
day.
say, yo, that song in a bus.
Yeah, Mama love them still. And we have personal affinity and love for the songs, but again, no traction, it just not take off. To some degree, you don't always control the success of the song, no matter what you
Facts.
invest and put behind it.
Facts.
Your catalog of music right now, how many, and some, when we say hits, songs will go number one, some will go number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, but they're all hits, right? They're known songs. In your catalog, if Vegas ever do a show right now, I'm going to say to you, say, boy, just give me hits. Just give me hits. How long is that show going to be?
About an hour.
About an hour worth of hits.
Right. If I had 2,000 hits like Beanie Man, it'd be like 3 days.
Whew. But because you
Or
don't,
2,000 hits like Octane. Like I Octane, 2,000 hit songs.
I think up to 2,000 hits on so.
Same thing.
Were you acting cool at the beginning of the career when you used to? Because me know say, but you've given him props. Like you used to say, boy.
I used to coach him.
Really?
Yeah.
Never hear that either.
Because he's not killer. Used to coach him.
So only certain people get the props.
Yeah.
For bring people out. So why don't no one give Vegas a prop?
Because I'm not getting no clout from it. Me not on the street cred.
So I had a conversation with somebody before, right? And maybe me I said things I don't know. But I've told people that many of their favorite DJs and people that are in the business who them rate on a ground level and who will they in their eyes a star hasn't amassed the level of commercial success that Mr. Vegas has had. Right? I said that to a lot of people sometimes and them arguing into the ground. Because they're in the streets fans, right? But I've been listening to international radio for a while. And what I've realized pretty much is this. Them saying reggae now play on radio, mainstream radio.
Right.
But it's just the same 10 songs. Right? And a lot of times in that mix is a Vegas song.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
So you hear people say, boy, well, them artists say, how do you process that when people don't give you, maybe know them don't know, you know, when people don't give you the props as a icon, as a hit maker, as a cornerstone? Because if I walk through the different countries, sometimes people don't recognize names, you know.
Right.
But no disrespect to my favorite artists then.
Right.
I've asked many people who are non-Jamaicans about those artists and those songs.
They don't know them.
They don't know them.
Facts.
But I've said to people, you know Mr. Vegas, and they also don't know Mr. Vegas.
But they know the song.
But then I say, you know that song here? And they're like, yeah. Or another song, Ulo,
Yeah.
them know that, right?
Yeah.
Hot Work, them know it.
Yep.
Them just don't remember the name, right?
Yep. Facts.
Does it make you feel anyway when you go through traversing these planes and realize that people who haven't amassed the success that you have are held at a place that higher, technically speaking, in the streets than you are?
The egotistical part of you, you're gonna be like, yo, them, you know, them gonna give you the props.
Yeah.
But the part of you will stay humble. It's like, yo, you're blessed, youth.
Yeah.
And you will sing, I am blessed.
Ooh.
You see me I say?
Yeah.
And then you look and see them and sing it.
Ah.
And then you see, you go on a stage show with them. And all of them I say, and I rate up. You just totally destroy the place.
Annihilate them on stage.
And you just take pride in that.
Yeah.
You see me I say? And some people can be overachievers.
Right.
And some people can underperform. And some people are undervalued. And some people are overvalued. You see what I say? When something is undervalued and you realize that the value of it is the greatest thing, you found something that people ignored, did not buy. You see what I say?
Right.
And
that
person like, yo, me take the company there and develop it, you know, because nobody didn't believe in a Apple.
Yeah. For real.
Nobody never believed in a Tesla.
Yeah.
Me take the company there and develop it, and I believed in it.
Yeah.
You see what I say? So I look on it that way there and say, yo, anytime I hold them on a stage show,
right.
anytime I get in front of the people them, but just remind them, because sometimes it's nice when them don't even remember say me sing.
Right.
The songs them.
Right.
So I go somewhere like them say, oh, nobody don't want to see my Jamaica. I'm go Dream Weekend.
Yeah.
Girls time, the sweetest time when the sun gone in. And because them can't remember say even me have so much. Yeah. Some gyal are ruffle up and it. I said, gee, in that again too. Tell us me now suck it up if you wear no name. Oh shit.
I am that too.
Why my wife see, oh.
Yeah.
Chilla la 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 la. Oh.
Yeah.
You see what I say, bro?
Hits after hits after hits.
After hits.
10 people career.
Yeah. And then I go say, me come a long way, what a sweet love story.
Which I might tune that.
You can sing too.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop into cover. Yeah. When your legs don't work like they used to before.
Bang.
And I must say, me are the real all-round in the industry, the more versatile.
Mad.
One of them.
And what's the response you get from them after that show then?
Yo, you go on wicked, you know. Yo, me never know say, yeah.
You're probably used to that though.
Yeah. But so that now it just make you feel good, like yo.
Right.
Nobody never out there rate me as the greatest thing, but
Right.
when I perform,
Right.
when I play, you put me on the field,
Right.
I score.
Yeah. Prolific goal scorer.
Prolific goal scorer. Just put me on.
Ja.
Enough time then I put me on.
Yeah.
Like scatter them gone for some fest and then some people tell them say not. Yeah.
That's a
I
one.
never feel no way. Me just go over reggae jam
Yeah.
and put on one of the best show.
Yeah.
And climb up to the big tree and name it the Tree of Life.
I saw that.
Nobody will ever forget that. Reggae jam. When scatter them go around me at some fest. Because as me get booked for some fest, so
Yeah.
a man say want to start war with me. I'm going to take the bait like a fool.
Mm.
Start war with man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a DJ. But to me ego.
Mm.
Start war. Because you know so when a man say yo clash, you go clash no matter if you're a singer.
Yeah.
Because me have the pinchers DNA.
Yeah.
Because pinchers not go run neither.
Yeah.
And pinchers was my favorite singer as a youth I grew up.
Mm-hmm.
You see? Pinchers no matter if your voice big like you know, Mutombo foot.
Now run from nothing.
Him not run.
Yeah.
Yes, so I say him don't even know say me rate him like that, pinchers.
Yeah.
Me singer. One time my brother told me say, oh, you sing up near nose too much, man, that's why I sound like pinchers.
Why people don't like you props in a reggae and dancehall music?
Why?
Yeah. Because like you, here's the thing. Whenever I talk to you on or off camera,
Right.
you get the props. It's like I said about pinchers, right? If the cameras were off, and we out there with a reason, you know, so I say still, people still get them credit, right?
Right.
But there are some people who will,
Not give Vegas his props.
especially if the cameras are on.
And some people afraid to do it because Bugle go say the other day, say, you know, so Vegas is one of the greatest performer. And I think say, him should even say it.
It don't come back for you.
Because them we vex.
Yeah.
Me do a show with one of the top DJs them in Belgium, you know. Because them not understand Vegas in Europe. That you have to be careful how them place you
Yeah.
with Vegas in Europe.
Yeah.
You have to be very careful.
Mm-hmm.
You're not in Jamaica.
Mm.
And then place me after an artist in Europe. And the people around the artist start to say, ah, Vegas take the show, you know.
Mm.
And them get taken off of the tour.
You serious?
And the friendship mash up too.
Damn.
Facts.
Damn.
Facts.
I didn't think I going out in the streets of reggae and dancehall music. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Vegas. The other thing I want to ask you about is this. We see a video today. I almost fall off on my chair, but I have to catch myself, right?
With Ellie?
With the elephant man. Tell me that something. What? And then I ask you, why, Vegas? Why?
The ego.
At least you're not afraid to talk.
And that's the ego fight ego.
Yeah.
Elephant have a big ego and my ego can dominate him ego when I put it on overdrive.
Yeah.
Because I can outsmart him.
Right.
And him knows so I can outsmart him.
On the good?
All the time. Because I know how him stay.
Yeah.
Even though he come beat up fire beside me. I try beat up fire beside me.
On the good?
Because me a fire at fire. And fire work me through them on the street. So that's the ego. But I'm a G.
Yeah.
Yeah?
But you had to do what you had to do.
My G, when he come and spin the rag, so I say, yeah man, you don't know. The rhythm bad. But Vegi, for you, me I say. You smell like an oil come out of the rag.
Yo, Ellis, God, no.
You have to make it breathe, you have to mind the breeze off a rag, get you. Hold you down. Because it's like, man have a breeze, a rag, a oil like rag name, turn back your song. That with G.
I don't know if them get that one.
That with G, man.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Mr. Vegas. You feel, say, it's without a doubt, the 90s are the best era. The people
Facts.
in the 80s will say it is, but that's just holding true to their time.
Mm-hmm.
But the reality of it, the metrics, the numbers speak for itself.
Right.
The 90s was the best time for the music, commercially.
80s, 90s.
Late 80s.
Late 80s, 90s.
Into the 90s.
Early 2000s.
Early 2000s. That was a special time. Now, you were one of the spearheaders of that time frame,
Mm-hmm.
right? On the charts, people that get major label deals and all that kind of thing. Is it gone? Can it happen again?
I try revive with a song like Alive now, with the authentic dancehall sound. More like record TOK on it. Cause them are hit makers. Prolific hit makers them.
Who else you want to drop on it?
Me know me and TOK them good. But me know say still can put forward a big tune from my era.
Right.
Yeah?
So you have faith in them?
Yeah man, me know TOK them big. That's them sound.
You mentioned say you and TOK them good.
Yeah.
So, because we also hear this when it comes to producers and artists working together. If there's an artist where you and him no good, right? But
me and every artist good.
you and everybody good.
Me and every, even me and Killer good. It's just that two big ego a clash.
So would you put Kill Up on the rhythm
if you want to record on the rhythm?
Yeah.
Yesterday.
No problems.
Yeah man.
Man.
Killer.
Be the man too.
Killer one of the greatest voices out of Jamaica.
Right.
Musically?
Yeah. Can't question it.
You're mad man. But I would have to write the song. Or Dave Kelly.
Okay. Is a Killer not writing it?
No.
So a songwriter.
Yeah. If the right person write a song for a dance, you know. Like me push Killer to a limit the other day. I don't think the people don't give me enough props for doing it. I took Killer back to his greatest self. Me can take pride in saying that.
I'm gonna get a yes on that because I remember prior to that some Killer that I dropped, and I made us at them friends and said, "Boy, them Killer announced my
pre that and post that."
But I think I'm post that.
Yeah.
But I do think you are right because I had that conversation.
I took him back to him greatest
That's true.
sound. Brother, I purposely in the clash with me and him a clash, or whatever you want to call it, right? I could have stayed on the kind of hip hop sounding, beat them. What me do? Why run up if you think say you're bad and you name tank well steal, right? Because me and my writer, we are right.
Right.
And the songs that we are writing are more fit those type of beats. See? Because she have some bad lyrics, me have some bad melodies. But me say me want to take back the business to dancehall. So me go power cut. Even though power cut is not a killer type of dancehall rhythm. But me know so when I go power cut, me I go even go back more to the point to me that they go back to. I was planning to take him back to the core. I just threw the bloggers them and the sound man them and people never believe said it could have be. And of course, Beenie Man said he never approved the clash because Beenie Man don't want to rub out him and Killer legacy.
So no one Killer clash with nobody.
No.
Especially if you talk about
and the industry don't want it either. Because remember the industry don't want Vegas to be one of them quote unquote column there.
Cornerstones. Yeah, you can't have that.
Them don't want that.
Yeah.
If they wanted Vegas to be a cornerstone, them that give me the king of Sing J because there was nobody named Sing J before Vegas. I made them create the name Sing J after. Nobody never even say, yo, him are the king of Sing J.
Yeah.
Nobody never say that.
Right.
So them purposely and me contribute to it to become outspoken and make enough people not like me. I'm turn back from Christianity too.
And those things as you affirm,
and them things that it's accumulation of things.
How people accept that.
How people, yeah. So even though them know some are bad artists, their minds are poisoned. Them have preconceived mind. Yeah.
Them conflict the artists and the social media.
Them can't separate the bad artists from me being on the internet.
Right.
Or me being, but this I go on before me get internet. When Sean Paul them take hot girl today and go do it by themselves and shoot video by themselves and have some Spanish girl I sing shit and move them lip to my song. I was outspoken then and get blacklisted.
Have you guys had a proper conversation about that?
Sean Paul, my brother Sean Paul, it was bigger than Sean Paul.
So it wasn't the artist. How often does that happen where some things happen that's bigger than the artist, but the artist you don't know, or the artist get blamed? Because that's one thing we have to get the I ratings for, is you're not walking around with an axe to grind with these people.
Right.
Even though, technically speaking, you can always say, you should have do better. You should have know better. Even though it's bigger than you. Right? But you could have put your foot down. Because if the tables were reversed, they would have probably expected you to put your foot down.
The youthful side of me back then would have said you should have known better. Because me and you come from two little youth. You come from uptown, me poor youth. We worked on this project together. So you should have did at least say something to me.
Right, right.
You see what I say?
Right.
But then you get older, you get more mature, and you realize that it's a business. It's like you trade Luka Doncic from the Mavericks to the Lakers, and I tell him.
Yeah.
You see what I say, bro?
Yeah.
It's like trading away a player whenever you go to play ball and until you say you get traded. This is a business, bro.
Yeah.
So if VP Records never want to promote Vegas because they had interest in promoting Sean Paul to be the next biggest thing. You see, me should have a manager. We found some kind of that you know, found some way, you know, to make Vegas included in the thing.
Capitalize on a moment.
Yes, I say. So the young Vegas are gonna be like, yo, the man style me star.
Yeah.
The mature Vegas now, me da reach over VP and say, you know, say I want 200,000. Is me a call me liar. I will never take me off. I mean, I get the 200,000.
Yeah. Gotta know.
The young Vegas make VP burn up a whole heap of album with them produce an album behind my back. And when them ready for distribute it, then get pre-order everything out and press up a bag of them, I just say, I can't release it.
See, son, this is.
A mature Vegas now, we just say, give me $500,000.
And that's right.
And help them promote it. Why you have to give me $500,000? I'm not sure if me I go get no royalties.
Right.
So pay me good now.
Yeah.
And give me publishing.
Let's do business.
Business, bro.
Yeah.
That me never have nobody in my corner them time to teach me them things that I know now. I'm try convey the message to the new generation, but them not gonna listen to me because of course them just think me attack.
Right.
But me make them mistakes there.
Yeah.
Shouldn't cost Sean Paul.
Right.
Should I try get on tour with him?
But again, this is mature Vegas speaking.
Because that done gone in the brother.
Yeah. But they're not good.
Yeah, man.
So let me ask you this, okay? Again, it's funny you said that because we something we talk about all the time.
Right.
When it comes to reggae and dancehall, especially dancehall music. Well, no, I should say especially reggae music. It almost seems like there isn't space for two stars. I've noticed over the years, you can correct me if I'm wrong. Anytime I'm hearing the world about Shaggy, I'm not necessarily hearing the world about Sean Paul. And if I hear the world about Sean Paul, especially I hear the world about Shaggy, why is it that, and I'm not doing anything, you know, but in the sphere, you know, hear it like that. Why is it that dancehall and reggae doesn't have room for Vegas to be at the top, while Sean Paul's at the top, while Shaggy's at the top, while Beenie Man's at the top?
You mean in the dancehall, in the reggae and dancehall industry? I think that changed over time.
You think so?
Yeah. And competition caused some of that too. We used to have competition back then, you know. And used to have King Yellowman until Tiger defeat him down one clash with him and Tiger have nobody no talk about it. Tiger mash him up. Bad. Me I look at you to go overlin.
Yeah.
And I learn about how Tiger mash him up.
Mash up Yellowman.
Mash up Yellowman. Tiger. Wap Tiger.
Wow.
Destroy the Yellowman.
He was that.
Them hide the tape.
But you were there.
No. Me and little youth are listening on cassette.
Oh, okay.
When Stereo One and Lieutenant Stitcher destroy everybody. And I say lightning clap the manager put a PH and kind of sit in one bag or something. Me have the cassette them as a little youth. And my mother have a radio. We use battery. And every time I look the cassette them wind up in it and this. Me have did that whole time I reel up make
with a pencil.
With a pencil. I go so and I straighten out back all the tape and they put it back here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So destroy Yellowman.
Destroy the Yellowman.
Wow.
Nobody not talk about it.
Why though? Why is it that it's not okay to talk about that? And people are gonna say, "Boy, Vegas, why you talk about it?" Why
because the outlets, the media outlets, and them people that can be partisan.
And it's been that way from then.
Yeah, man. Enough people not get them glory, boy, yeah, man.
Because of that.
Like Johnny P was another baddest DJ. Them hardly talk about Johnny P. Phone hits after hits after hits after hits, and you don't even know so Johnny P one of the baddest DJ was our DJ.
Right.
Johnny P. All of the girls no fight for whole broke.
Yep.
Hold up your one and jump pop. baddest.
Bad artist.
Bike back. What you gonna it's a beautiful sight. I man love you. What? Visit it.
That was a monster.
Maybe a Kartel have to sing over to him song if people really know say. Look like a Kartel is sing over the Grindsman song. Bad DJ that to Grindsman. Bad.
Yeah. Legendary stuff.
You see what I say, bro?
Legendary stuff.
So it's a true competition and partisanship and them thing there. And favoritism and them thing there. And if you're not the poster child, yeah, you just people just create that. Say, yo, are you the man? And artists start believe say them are the man and them want be the man and them want run the place.
So is it beneficial at all for it to be a pyramid like that with one man at the top and then you have to fall off, or would reggae and dancehall be in a different place today if everybody if they allowed multiple people to
because we'd have more songs together. We wouldn't have such fierce, we wouldn't have so much division. But it actually it as it's good and the bad. The good is we are try replace the one on top of the pyramid. So we just have to work hard to be
everybody's at their best because they're trying to spot.
Because when we hear say, you know, being the vice pan the rhythm, we know so we can't go around there run a Steely or run a Danny Brownie. Or anywhere where Beanie Man vice when Beanie Man in 9 prime. Like when me just bust Beanie Man still 9 prime I sing, everybody be the boyfriend, let him go. So when we hear say Beanie Man vice, me know say me have to go harder than Beanie Man. And me plan to go harder than him. You see what I say? So when him sing Mosquito and number one, as a matter of fact, me carry around the shams.
So you've been a man good from a long time?
I'm a G.
Cool no man.
Beanie?
Carve a large up, no a large up. Judy large up.
Must have Beanie Man, I'm missing bad man, no flee. After them boy, they not tough like. Whenever them walking up, I see them a fool. Yeah. Great person.
One of the best.
Great person.
So that being said, the biggest talk lately in the dancehall is the king of the dancehall. Right? And of course, some people say, well, Yellow Man. Some people say Shabba, right? Because I really feel like it's only 4 names they've ever tossed in that hat, right? It was Yellow Man, it was Shabba, to some lower degree. Then it came to Beanie Man, and then them was like Kartel, right? In your opinion, because what I love is that you're also a fan of the thing. Most artists that participate, that apply their trade, that dance and reggae, are not fans of it. If you go into them playlists, are them alone in that.
Right.
What, in your opinion, what makes one the king of the dancehall?
I think that may have certain requisites that come with
being the king.
Being the king of dancehall. Being the king of rocksteady. It's a certain requisite. Like have like 4 or 5 categories where you have to be able to stand out in writing. Yeah. So
you have to be able to write it for yourself?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's important. The lyrics, that are lyrics.
Right.
You have co-writers.
Right.
But
you got to be involved in the process.
Because not for the man who sit down DJ and sound system, and them a man sit down and build the tune them. But the lyrics is important.
Right.
Yeah. Recording the vocals. Yeah. Because some man have the melody.
Nothing for you to hold on to.
Yeah.
Nothing memorable, yeah.
Yes, I say. So that is very important for me. See? And the most important thing for me is what you bring to the stage. Without even talking about the other categories.
Right.
The most important you can't be you can't get my vote
for king. If you're not on that,
if you're not a great stage performer.
Is that why we've never heard my favorite dancehall artist of all time, DJ, is Killer. But no matter how on the street you rate Killer, everybody love Killer. Right? All the people who hate Killer love Killer. But I've never heard somebody mention Killer in terms of
great stage performer.
King
of the stage.
King of dancehall. Never. Is that probably why? Because he's also never been renowned for
as a greatest stage performer.
Yeah.
Because he had to be competing with Beanie Man and nothing couldn't go around Beanie.
So and then the one man
and then Capitan was right there too. So them couldn't put Killer name wouldn't stand out as king against Beanie and Bounty Killer and Capitan at that time. Because remember Capitan bust from in the 80s and come back and bust again. When Beanie Man and Killer them in the thing.
So is that why Capleton himself have never been mentioned as king? Because
But King Shango. But the problem with Capleton now, Chington Rasta.
Because he moved from the dance.
The reason why we not call Bojo and Capleton name in the king argument is because them turn Rasta and them can sing reggae too. But nobody name we mention cannot touch Buju Banton side of dancehall. It's because them turn Rasta.
That's another convo.
Capleton side of dancehall.
Yeah.
If you measure Capleton work until this day, there's no other king but King Shango. The boss in that about what 4 decades and 3.5 decades. You see what I say, bro?
Yeah.
The man had a fine hit song when we bust, after we bust. The man going on fire links them. And
the stage a theme place.
Same way.
You can't talk to Shango when it comes to the stage.
Same way, bro.
So, but right now, it almost seems like nobody don't want to vacate the space. I've never heard Yellowman run and fight for the crown, right? Beenie Man is holding on to the crown. You don't want nobody to take the crown from him. People say Kartel a king of dancehall. Again, me personally, if I was going to give somebody, I realize too, people conflate things. It's not like you have the criteria. I think people attach sentiment to it also, and personal ratings. So when you put all of them things in it, what the part that they don't say, but the truth is that's the most dominant part of them decision making process is the personal affinity to it.
Right.
So it doesn't matter how great Vegas is, me like the other artists them more.
Yeah.
So me toss that in the mix though.
Right.
Right? And I feel like even with the cartel situation, there's a little bit of hero worship and fandom that comes with it, some the enigma there. Because personally, the stage part of it has never been a part of Cartel's repertoire.
Because of his influence. Must Cartel come make every girl proud to say them
A freak.
my freak. Not just the word freak, because people been saying freak from a long time. I want to get freaky with you is to run Jamaica.
Right.
And Jamaica used to sing it on the top of them lungs.
Yeah.
But them try stone people over 4 times because the man play my neck, my back. Show sand pan it. And then you play, I wanna get freaky with you, and one of them. And then lick you up and down, one of them.
So you say stop.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's oxymoron.
That's certain, yeah, a little confusion that is not easy for decipher.
Yeah. So when Cartel come, Cartel turn them out. Bad.
So we talk about art imitating life, life imitating art, right? The other day when Kartel was about to be released, me hear some people say, is he going to come fix dancehall? Because as far as they're concerned, dancehall is a broke down shit, right?
Right.
And them and the likes of a Vegas has transcended the dancehall as far as I'm concerned. You're international artists. You're mainstream.
Right.
Right. There are probably only, in my opinion, 5 mainstream dancehall artists,
Facts.
of which Mr. Vegas is one.
Facts.
And truth be told, you could probably say one of the most mainstream. Right?
Sean Paul, Beenie Man, Vegas.
Sean Paul, Beenie Man, Vegas, and people don't
TOK, United. Because them have, well, no, because them.
I don't put on the same.
Teacher Man couldn't play on radio, so you're
but overall, catalog wise, I put up on the same.
Right.
They're big enough to dance and big at home.
You know, we overlook Tanta Mecha and Devante. We have everyone falls in love sometime, and them have if she says she wanted. So there are 2.
Well, that song or them 2 songs are in when we say 10 songs I play on radio.
Right.
It's in there.
Right.
Right. And love them, don't folks. But again, that's a song or 2.
Yeah. You're
Catalog wise.
Catalog wise.
You know, if I get the musical scale
We
up.
can go perform the Power 96 show.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And not just perform a song.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A show, good 30
So,
minutes.
and it's no disrespect. It's just facts. Right? So we have all of that going. Mainstream artists, non-mainstream artists. And then we have all these people now that are trying to come up. Right? But when the Cartel emergence came out, we saw the whole landscape change.
Right.
And he's incarcerated. He's about to come out, and people say, is Cartel going to come out and see a dancehall? And my argument was, well, the man would turn dancehall like that. You're going to ask him to come out and save it. I didn't get it, right?
Right.
But he does have an influence, and I've said loudly that I prefer the cartel that came out than the cartel that went in, based on the things that he's saying. Do you think an artist like that can have a change? I know he can have a change on himself, and done out of the sphere,
right,
and the whole genre of dancehall, and bring it mainstream, bring it to the masses, make people start look at it a certain way, like they looked at it back in the 90s when people signed the Vegas of the world and so forth? Or is he too far of a controversial artist to have that positive impact on the dancehall genre?
His influence is great.
Mm-hmm.
And what he's doing is, and what we have to give him credit for, he brought back the attention from the international market to the space. I think we now have to capitalize on putting out good music so we can, make use of the attention that we're getting now.
Right.
He has given us life. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Just like Afro music, everybody else say Afro music kill dancehall and blah, 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 blah. But I personally think he changed the sound of dancehall. The producers changed the sound to accommodate his style.
Back then or now?
Back then.
Okay.
Yeah, the sound started changing with Steve McGregor them. They started moving away from the
core,
cuff, drum pattern and the bass line vibe to more like boom, boom, So it kind of changed the dancehall pattern, and it fit him style more.
Right.
Cause him like a rapper.
They were going hip hop with the instrument.
Right, but his style is more like a rap style.
The flow.
Yeah, the flow. But regardless, him coming out and people are so, into what he's about. Yeah? Him give us some form of attention. Like we just know how to find good dancehall music in the space.
Yeah. We take advantage of
that. You see? Like him do Drinks Champ. And I don't think it's because of his catalog of music where those people.
It's the enigma.
Right. But him do Drinks Champ.
Yeah.
And he's well spoken, articulate. People see him as fun. He make people laugh. All them things here. So he might create something bigger than, that we can even fathom at this point.
Right.
Until we get maybe 2 or 3 songs pop through and just hit it at radio. And he may be one of the artists and find a one tune to like him find fever. And hit radio too. Because we have the attention now.
Right.
I believe. So whenever they look on way before Kartel come out, maybe them start look take another look now.
Right.
What is important though, for us not to put out a bag of garbage when them a look.
Yeah.
Because we can put out a bag of idiot tune,
Right.
And them a look and say, that them have to offer.
Somebody said them drop the catch.
Yeah. We can't drop the catch. So it's very important now for us to put out songs. Like when we hear 2025 on pop radio. Right now, we're up to like 300 spins. Yeah? If we get to 2,000 spins, yeah, by the next 2 months, we get to 3,000 spins. Then we get to maybe 10,000 spins. So we're building it. If we get to 10,000 spins, 5,000 spins, then say we're going to see it in the R&B Billboard, hip-hop R&B Billboard chart. And then we will get more traction at radio, but it have the sound. It's very important, that is important, What I have now with this song, yeah, the only thing maybe a downside is because it has a 2025, and it now get 2-3 years before it get to pop radio.
Right.
Because them as a dancehall song, them want to break down the core first and then bring it to them. But we are trying cheat it now, like how we do it pull up. Go to radio first. Because remember, say pull up never bust a Jamaica,
Yeah, that's true.
Never play a Jamaica.
That's true.
Them actually play the Pitbull Thiefing version and not play my version of Jamaica.
But that's how they do, that.
You see?
Yeah.
So them know say I'm missing the original.
Right.
You see?
So them hear them think, if you guys do a piece of Pitbull thing.
Because we're known, yeah, like what we see our Ernest Smith the other night, I sing the song where them say, Johnny Nash did over. And it's his song, Tears on My Pillow.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
So the same thing. So, as I said before, now that he has brought the attention back to the space, back to the genre, isn't it not necessarily him going to find the big tune?
But he brought the attention.
And I think it's me.
You think of Vegas?
Yeah. Because I'm the only one right now have a song Me a skilly bang. Boom, chi boom, boom, boom. Him don't even know how big that song is and him not promote it. And biggest song that...
Do you know him personally?
Skilly bang? Mo want it bust because them sing over Broke It Down Melody in a remix.
So you said you got a horse in the race.
Mo want it bust to me claim.
Ja.
But outside of that, it's a wicked tune. And it depends on the Bam Bam rhythm where it's radio friendly. Me don't know when him record label like nonsense.
You used that term a while ago. That I think a lot of people aren't using enough, which is radio friendly, right? And radio records, right? All that, and I've said this over and over to people, saying no matter how much songs you've heard big or which artist big, every big song is a radio record. All of the songs that you think hardcore and at the dance or whatever, you love it, and your friend
Not a radio,
but it's not a big record.
It no sound good. It no sound good. I come across the pop radio
through the speakers. It just ain't right. And funny enough, it ain't even up there through the reggae radio per se. Right. It's a playing at the dancehall, the space. Right.
Yeah.
How important is it that people focus on radio records? I know we're since the advent of the internet, people make it seem like that's all they need, but I think it's been proven in the last couple of years that is not. That we need more than just the internet. Right. How important is it that people get back to saying, I'm trying to make radio records?
If we start making radio friendly records like when we have Action, not about amount and them tune, and I will do anything just for you. Those records can still work at radio. It's because we're not making them. And the young youth them, like Niger Boy with the Russian tune, it had a shot.
Right. What happened?
But when a few stations picked it up, and I call them and I say, when I need to chase that record there, them never listen to me. You see?
As somebody who has had a heavy effect,
it had a chance.
They never listen to it, has it?
The rhythm is not a hardcore dancehall rhythm, but it had a sound. A Niger Boy sound good on it.
Yeah.
Continent, it have a sound.
It's very radio. It's very radio, yeah.
But you have to go and fight because it's not a situation where, it's not every situation work like what. Even with Shaggy, wasn't me. Popped off in one station. It's one station.
Right.
Started it.
Right.
They went after it because Robert Livingston is a genius. And the people who are around Shaggy. Like now, Alive, yeah, is in rotation in Hartford. But they also sit them with the other 2 hours. Yeah? When I come back after the cruise, I'm going back upstate, New York, all them places, going to do promotion again. And then I'm going to go to Hartford and create more, so energy behind it.
We're talking about radio records here. The other day when you sent that video from Turkey, and between Europe and the UK and all that area, it's been brought to my attention that you're on a promotional run. Something that you don't hear of reggae and dancehall artists doing. If they're not going for a show that they got paid to go perform on the show, them not left.
Right.
Them not go. Right. But you're out there, and the reason why I'm harping on it pretty much is I feel like you can get away with not doing that because you've already established yourself. It's like the Coca-Cola ads. Do they really need to do it? You know what I mean? We all drinking Coke. Right. So if there's an artist that can get away with not working that hard, it's probably you. Because you've already settled in that sphere. But you're still out there doing it. Why?
I have to do it. There's nothing called you don't have to do it. You're just as big as the last number one. So I have to do it.
Is it about new music or just being in their face and they know something still there?
When you have that song that is getting the buzz, you chase it. You don't want to go spend it can not work, to be realistic. Because it's a different era now. Radio is looking at how much streams you have. Why should I put in your song we have 100,000 streams? For Drake who's streaming 10, 15, 20, 30 million per day. The challenges are greater.
Right.
You see what I say?
Right.
But you see, buzzing and get you the difference. What is good about a dancehall record? It sounds different from everything that is at radio. The hip hop songs that we produce from Jamaica can't compete with Drake and Kendrick Lamar. You think they're going to remove a Kendrick Lamar or a Drake to put in a hip hop record in rotation?
The real hip hop.
And play a mix show.
Yeah.
You see?
But you're saying with the dancehall record, for lack of a better word, there's no competition. It's just
no competition.
It just has a carved out lane.
It sounds and when it comes on, it lights up the phones. You see? People say, and it's a Shazam it. And they say, that new record, the new dancehall record, they don't know any name, you know. They phone it. Can you play that new dancehall record again? What is his name again? Vegas. You can.
Right.
So we know that side right there.
Right.
So we know when to chase. We know when something is building, and we chase it.
So let me ask you this: you've been doing this for a minute, right? You've chased the hits. You've chased the records.
Right.
Chased success, and it worked out.
Right.
There are other people who have been at it as long as you are longer, who haven't had that. Did you, and you're knowledgeable, which is what is right now working for you in addition to your talent.
Right.
Did you go chase that knowledge too? Is it that because sometimes we up there chase the music and the records, not the info. And you have a lot of information, so you can strategize on the way I do. Did you intentionally go chasing that knowledge too?
It comes through experience. It comes from working heads eye, without waiting on the record. Because I remember Green Sleeves was the one who I gave the album to in England. So I was competing with Vegas in America. So Mr. Vegas with a British distributor competing with Mr. Vegas, the artist, who VP licensed the same record.
How you do that? How does one do that though?
So me up there in the street, going to radio, going to clubs, promoting Heads Eye, getting Green Sleeves version in a radio, at radio.
Right.
While VP I try sell Mr. Vegas one pound reggae gold.
Did you benefit at all from the reggae gold side of it?
Maybe the popularity of the song.
Right.
Yeah? But not for the artist status.
I got you.
You see?
I got you.
When you look at the stats and you look at the numbers, because it's divided. You have the one song, and that is how dancehall artists used to, not show up, with the type of numbers to get us signed, to get record labels to throw a lot of money behind us. Because our one or two hit songs. As soon as we find a hit song, VP and Green Sleeve licensed it from the producer, or Jetstar, 4 or 5 label, independent label in America, licensing one song. 5 different compilations on your album. So now you have 6 or 7 different compilations.
Right, with their own numbers.
With their own numbers.
Instead of one.
And the numbers are not adding up as the same because 7 different companies.
So when the powers that be decide that they want to say the metrics, they're just pulling for one. And then them say, for lack of a better word, them say the 1 million.
So them say VP one because VP is in America.
And that's what they're paying attention to.
So you look at the sound scan for Edzai, you see VP numbers. You know I see the numbers for Green Steve.
Or Jetstar.
And look over England, it's sold silver. With VP not in that territory.
But that's not what the folks was looking at.
Is it?
VP numbers.
Because they're American labels that we would have gotten signed to.
Right.
That is the reason why when they signed Sean Paul, they signed him to Atlantic. And you had to give the song to VP exclusively for Sean Paul.
Right.
So him got number 1 on Billboard. We've been getting number 1 and top 10 on Billboard. But guess what? Our numbers were not adding up. Yes. So that's why I say Sean Paul come through and was Shaggy, 1 distribution, 1 album. Diamond record.
Right.
If Shaggy wasn't me, was on Reggae Gold, Strictly the Best, VP, Green Steve, Raga, you wouldn't say 15 million.
The metrics would have been divided.
Thank you.
Yeah, it makes sense. It makes sense. And that's why it is important to talk to people like yourself, because again, that experience that you talk about. But I'm also...
So to answer your question, just learning along the line there. So you learn from all that. So we learn how to work Ed's eye. And then after that, we learn to work all the hits that came after. Hot work it myself. Right. Even though I don't own the master, because Murray licensed it to VP. Yeah.
Perpetually?
For hot work. Yeah.
For how long?
Yeah. For a lifetime. Like in the case of 90% of dancehall.
Right.
Yeah. But then by the time I broke it down, with my own exclusive, and me produce it. Actually, I learned from that now. And we took the same channel. And pull up that came before. Pull up was the biggest teacher. We learned so much from pull up. Because we learned so we can carry lunch in a mix show meeting them. And have a look at one speaker. I bounce the tune over there so while the man about enjoy the oxtail and the curry chicken. And the food sweet them, music sweet them too. And by the time them don't eat and them belly full and they say, what song is that? Yeah.
Strategy.
So we brought the Caribbean to the radio station. Like them feel like them they are Jamaica.
And you did that in mainstream radio? Mainstream
radio. The top radio stations then. We find out what time at the lunch hour. Me could be I was going me tell VP was to hire me to be an A&R over there.
This is after you blast them or before you blast them?
Me know the importance of them. Let's say that. So I say, when I want some real dancehall product, it's me tell them sign Chris Martin. You don't know.
So them don't know. Or let me say them don't know. Yeah, them don't know.
Them give me two artists and say, who for sign? I say Chris Martin. And them work with it. So them Christian knows some knowledgeable. Because I have the track record to show.
So why? Because we see this in the R&B world. We see this in the hip-hop world, right? Where they will bring somebody who is an artist or at the top. Right? And bring them into the label to be that A&R, or at least for oversee certain things, because you got the expertise.
Right.
But we don't do that on our side of the fence. Why? And not just why, how beneficial do you think it would be if reggae labels had
A&Rs,
not just A&Rs, but sometimes even label heads.
Right.
That have the experience and the knowledge of the terrain, as you do.
We'd have found better songs and better writers for the artists then. Like Ashensia, you know.
Is she the future?
Of dancehall?
Of female dancehall. In terms of...
If she's doing dancehall, she can be...
If and when she is doing dancehall.
She can be, yeah.
She has
the potential.
She has the potential.
Yeah.
But does she have the potential to be the next Rihanna?
No, not yet. No.
No.
I think Rihanna is unique.
And has already happened.
Rihanna started out as, you know, horrible on stage, and then develop our sound. I don't think we have those type of development outlets there anymore. Our house.
Right.
Rihanna was developed.
So she started as a pop artist.
She started as a dancehall artist.
We had upon the replay kind of a vibe.
Yes. That I might rhythm that, you know.
And your rhythm?
Yeah.
Rhythm?
Veda Nobles. I recorded on that rhythm for my album. And Veda Nobles them.
So they signed her as a dancehall artist?
Them signed her with movie replay.
On the replay.
I don't know what plans they had for her.
Okay.
Remember say she did do a no and them something there. From early out. They wanted to create something like Sean Paul.
A female Sean Paul.
Yeah, Caribbean. Because Sean Paul was doing well.
Right.
So they realized she can do other things.
And I mean, again, I'm putting you in the label head seat. If you were, would you try that with a Shensia at this point?
If I was promoting Shensia, she'd have gone pop already.
Pop.
I gave Jovi Rockwell a big break, you know.
Remember that tune that too?
You're gonna need me.
Yep.
Hey, you're gonna need me. You're gonna need me, darling. I say I want it to be in the next Nelly Furtado. I have a song for you.
Yeah.
I link Tommy Chin. I saw Tommy Chin in the gym. I say I have a song for you, you know. She said, oh, link my manager. I say, I like a pretty girl. I think I look her. So when I go around Yogi them, I say, Yogi, Jovi Rockwell, me have a song for you, you know. And he say, yeah. And I link up Jovi Rockwell. Gave her the song. Exactly what I needed. I took it to Bobby Digital. He said, yeah. I said, no, man, me hear it, man, Bobby. Mix it for me.
Yeah.
Bobby Digital mixed it. We shot a video in Los Angeles. Yeah? The song started doing crazy numbers in, like, the song just start runway. See? Aruba. All that time Tempo just came out. Number one on Tempo.
Right.
The whole Caribbean, Aruba, all them territories there.
I remember those. I remember that.
The song just a go. So Sony. So she had a manager. After we did the video and everything, somebody linked me and said, them trying to sign Jovi Rockwell now. You're on the song with her called You're Gonna Need Me. I said, me produce it. So Sylvia Rowan, all the top Jay-Z, them everybody want to sign this pretty girl from Jamaica with this sound that I heard and brought forward. You see? So they had this meeting and everyone trying to grab her. Yeah? And she was supposed to get one of the biggest record deal from any reggae artist ever. Jovi Rockwell was supposed to get.
Right.
Based on the information that I received. Zane? So something went on, but you still end up with a deal. A big deal. I think a 5-album deal.
With Sony.
With Sony.
Wow.
Zane? She went to Neo them. Through the Rihanna went through Neo. She went to Neo them. Neo them can't write for her. I made them to come back to. And they did not run with You Gonna Need Me as a single. And I let them sign you for. But you don't run with that as a single.
You know, you mentioned that now, Mr. Vegas, and I've said this regarding artists like Sizzla and a bunch of other artists below, where labels will gravitate to them because of what they heard. But then bring them on board and try to
make them rap. And start to one.
Is it the label that's doing that, or is it these artists that want to do that? Because I get the impression that some of them artists want.
No, the label.
And the label.
The label and the person who then put in charge of your project. Carrying her some room and I tell Shensia so she must sing this way. And I give her them type of songs that to sing.
Right.
And writing.
And do they have to do?
But remember, Shensia was not discovered because she had a song at radio. Remember that. It's a different situation.
Right.
Shensia still hasn't gone to radio or she's yet to have a pop record.
Right. Right. Even the collabs that didn't work.
Right. So it's not like they discovered Shensia by hearing her at radio.
Right.
They didn't sign Jada Kingdom because they heard her at radio. It was a potential situation.
Right.
This artist is doing well in the Caribbean. We see how we can collect some money off of them shows to do a 360 deal and sign them. You know? Not saying this is the case with their situation because I've not seen their paperwork.
Right.
But I know how it works. Them can eat back a food. Even if them get a pop record, I realize that they're getting 200,000 a show. What do I have to lose?
Right.
I'm going to take 80% of what they're getting.
And merch.
For concerts. But guess what? It's foolish.
Right.
Because you still haven't given me a radio record. So you're not bringing anything to the table that I would not have brought to the table. I can't talk that out loud.
Right.
So Shensia could have been wealthier by herself.
Than with the so-called mainstream.
Than with the silk. It's just a good look, brother.
Right.
She's not getting a pop record from them.
But they'd probably do it all over again because, again, you meant the phrase you use all of this, it's a good look.
A good look.
I feel like people get paid two ways. Cash or hype, right? And we kind of love cash to hype check.
Sean Paul, less money was spent on Sean Paul to make him into... No, I'm not comparing with... But compared to other artists. But guess what? Maury Elias, credit to VP, had him recording on dancehall beats.
They kept it dancehall.
And guess what was the formula? Wait until the rhythm bust at Jamaica and record on it. Had nothing to lose.
So him now record before.
The rhythm already busting out the bass mark, then I play at Mix Show at radio.
Can jump on it then.
Sean Paul is on this beat. Duali. #1 on Billboard, bro. When Sean Paul go on Duali, it already dominate the place, bro.
Right. Strategy,
bro.
Yeah.
When him voice, we been burning, dollars burning. Already I done the place in the bass market.
Which is a good strategy though. Cheap
Temperature #1 again.
Yeah.
Sean Paul had the last man voice. Him sent for the rhythm.
Is that him being aware, or is that a strategy that
He was aware. Maury Elias them realized it was a formula.
That was just their formula.
Then you have Atlantic record.
Right.
And the rhythm already popular.
Right.
Take advantage of it.
Why don't you start a label, Vegas? Why don't you start a label and put out some artists and
Back then it could have worked.
yeah.
But it can't work now.
Why?
Because the man can't sing dancehall. I'm a dancehall producer, a dancehall artist.
So
we
you
can't produce trap music. I don't know. I don't know about rapping.
Yeah, but the trap music not sell.
Right.
So at the end of the day, you wouldn't need to. Right? The trap music not sell. From here, people say trap dancehall, I mean, no trap artist boss. But when you check it out, if you are a label, right, and you can produce authentic reggae or dancehall,
right,
you've done it, so you know.
Right.
And you know who for bringing or whatever the case may be. You also know the guidance we can give them. Would you consider doing that?
I met with the Prime Minister, right? I was speaking to the Prime Minister, Andrew Wilnis, and him said, I want to bring back dancehall. I want to bring back the music, you know, have an idea. I'm going to say, when you're ready. Because I've already created so many beats with original, authentic dancehall sound. Where if I get some money and the people them who can get me Craft and Valiant, because them not going to just come if me call them.
I got you.
You understand? Me not have a street cred there. You see?
Right.
Them not think that them need anything from me. You agree? If I can get somebody say, yo, Shensia, Craft, Jada Kingdom, all of them, like how Russian can just put out a rhythm and them run him down, like groupies.
Right.
Yeah. If me can get, whether through money or through links, forget them in the studio, there will be no genre hotter than our music. Because guess what? Me I go carry them to Tony Kelly, who still is a genius. You see? Me I carry them to Clevie from Steely and Clevie, who is still a genius. So at least me know say the songs them are going to be hit songs, because as soon as them open them out and sing the punchline, those type of producers know say it's a hit. I know it have what it takes to be a hit.
Yeah. And then can create it.
Says that him like me alone. Me I go carry them to the source. Me I carry them back to the producers them. Me I go run a Jan. Cause him still have the years, him still know what it is.
Right.
To make a song like Position. Hold up your head and cock up your bottom, that not gone away.
So you're open. So if the powers that be, and
Right.
the resources that be, say Vegas, let's do this.
Right.
You're open.
Yeah.
Okay. I hope they're listening. Cause we need it.
I told VP, I linked someone at VP who made him cool. I say, yo, give me Intense to work with.
What they say?
Them same father manage him. Or something of the sort.
Okay.
If I get Intense in it, if I had gotten him then when his name was calling more, but then I see him record on Orgasm Rhythm, Girls Time Rhythm. You see? I mean, I say, look where my bounce wicked pan a rhythm there.
Yeah.
So I know them can do it. But if them want to get a radio, like when me hear Skilly Bang, boom, ti boom, 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 ti boom, whatever the song is saying, it's a hit tune, but them not promote it. My biggest tune.
Wow.
When I heard Valiant,
Is he the next thing?
Bounce check, no, not no. Bounce check, and then upset, and then on the buzz rhythm. Mr. Triton, it's a hit tune. Find them.
Yeah.
This rhythm already hit that radio. Me say, yo, let me put the money together and at least buy it from them or something.
Yeah.
Find valiant people them.
Yeah.
Try it and yeah, mommy, I tried. But nobody now link back. And that song would have been a pop radio hit.
Are we bad at business?
Yeah.
Is that's one of the things. We're bad at business.
Mm.
Because a lot of what the thing is this, you are hearing the hits.
Right.
You know how to create the hits.
Right.
You made your own. You know what a hit is.
Right.
But you're also talking business.
Mm.
Right? Is it possible that they are stuck at the hits? They don't know the business side.
When a man young and I make money, you know, whenever I used to make before, him full of ego.
Right.
When him slow down, him start to people are fight him. You see what I say?
Right.
Me never worry about the fight. Me still make it tune when I fight me. Me talk about the fight after me done make it song then.
Right. But the hit is what we need.
Bless him.
Ja. Vegas, me say I think, you know.
Give thanks.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's Reggae Month. It's Mr. Vegas, and we can always have a nice dope Riesling. We're not done. So which means you have to come back.
Yes,
you have to come back. But we don't say you have places.
Come back and do a nice performance and everything with the song. Lights and everything.
With the 2025?
Yes, I.
Brother,
Do a nice medley.
I give thanks.
Big up.
I give thanks. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Vegas, I want to squeeze off a piece more thing. I don't know. I think that's about right there.